I just want to say thank you for each and everyone who came in. We're going to start the program as usual because the time is crucial as well. As you know, my name is Farhan Ahmed. I just want to thank Honorable Don David Gerald of Ohio 25th District for putting this great event together, advocating for building better for Ohio for all of us. Again, thank you, Don Davis, for this event, for putting all of us. And also, I want to thank City Council President Shannon Herron for your leadership, for making Columbus Place for everybody call home. And thank you for the Mayor, Anthony Ginter, for his leadership in the city as well. And also, I want to thank our Congresswoman Joyce Beatty, Ohio 3rd District, for her leadership and commitment that she made it as well, and also Senator Shaw Brown, who did an amazing job. I want to acknowledge today all the City Council members who is here today. I want to thank them, their leadership. They're all here today. Raymond is here. Our sister is here, also Shayla is here, also Elizabeth Brown, Priscilla Tyson, Michael Brown, all Rob Berman, council member, all of them, and also elected officials. Our Senator, Greg Senator, is also here. I want to congratulate him, his effort he's doing in the community for many years. Thank you, Greg, as well. And all the elected officials here, I want to thank them for coming today. Today we're coming Somali Independence Day as well. Observe Somali through the diaspora, appreciating today's event. And as you know, Somali diaspora celebrate unification of trust territory, Somali farmer, Italy, and British in July 1996, which formed Somali Republic. Today's event brings all of us together to celebrate Somali Independence Day. Tomorrow we do a flag raising at the State House at 12 to 1 p.m. We are celebrating this event as hundreds of Ohio and Somali descent gathered to have the celebrate Somali's independence from Italy and British 61 years as of today. Somali community here in Central Ohio, we want to thank them, their contribution. As you know, this is the second, Ohio has a national second largest Somali population, estimated around this is about 46,000 Somalis living in here as well. The Somali community undertaking great entrepreneurship this spirit, not only create economic opportunities for Ohio and the state of Ohio, but also the city of Columbus, is strengthening the cultural fabric. Somali community represent the very best in the state. They are teachers, our small businesses, owners, coaches, kids, teachers. We have made economic contribution to make our great city home. Today, Independence Day, let's celebrate all together, made it peace, honor the history and tradition of the Somali community. Let us safeguard our tradition, ensuring all Americans safe and welcoming place. So many Somalis call home here in Columbus, Ohio. And thank you for coming. My guest today, I'm going to call him, we're going to open Islamic way as we do, the Sheikh Mukhtar, who is the mosque. Sheikh Mukhtar will be the Mission of Taymiyyah, the Masjid Islamic Center. So we will decide the Quran is opening, and then we'll go next.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. وأزلفت الجنة للمتقين غير بعيد. هذا ما توعدون لكل أواب حفيظ. من خشي الرحمن بالغيب وجاء بقلب منيب. ادخلوها بسلام. ذلك يوم الخلود. لهم ما يشاءون فيها ولدينا مزيد. وكم أهلكنا من قبلهم من قرن هم أشد منهم بطشا فنقبوا في البلاد هل من محيص. إن في ذلك لذكرى لمن كان له قلب أو ألقى السمع وهو شهيد. ولقد خلقنا السماوات والأرض وما بينهما في 6 أيام وما مسنا من لغوب فاصبر على ما يقولون وسبح بحمد ربك قبل طلوع الشمس وقبل الغروب ومن الليل فسبحوا وأدبار السجود واستمع يوم ينادي المناد من مكان قريب يوم يسمعون الصيحة بالحق ذلك يوم الخروج إنا نحن نحيي ونميت وإلينا المصير يوم تشقق الأرض عنهم سراعا ذلك حشر علينا يسير نحن أعلم بما يقولون وما أنت عليهم بجبار فذكر بالقرآن من يخاف وعيد صدق الله العظيم.
Jazakallah khair. Allah naga hafidho. Thank you for the Sheikh. Again, please welcome with me Consul President Shannon Hearn. Welcome, please.
Thank you so much, Burhan. It is an honor to welcome you to the first ever celebration of Somali Independence Day in Columbus City Council chambers. Before I get started, and I know Burhan did this, he took the honor of recognizing our elected officials. It is actually not an honor. It scares me every time I start, because if you forget to recognize an elected official, you get docked a point and you owe money. So, but I have to start with my colleagues, because I would not be in this position without their support. Councilmember Emmanuel Remy, would you please help me recognize him? Councilmember Shayla Favor. My Senator, Herschel Craig. School Board Member, Ramona Reyes. And truly, the person for which this event would not be here without our state representative, Dontavius Jarros. Like I said, it's so good to be with you here in City Council, in City Hall and City Council chambers. We say often that this body, this legislative body, is and especially this room, is the living room of our community. It's where we all come together to have important conversations. And one of the important things that we have done since our council has been here is open up and change the use of this space. Because for some folks, they're very, very comfortable coming into this room and asking for $1 million here or spending $5 million there. But for some of us who were not traditionally in this space for many years, like the African American community, like the Hispanic community, like the Somali community, we have to become more comfortable about being in this room and owning this space. And so it is my honor to have you here to celebrate Somali independence and to do it as a community, as a Columbus community. One of the things that makes us proud is that Columbus boasts the second largest Somali population in the country. That is something that we are proud of. That is something that makes us better. That is something that makes us stronger as a community. And so one of the things that is really neat about this evening is our commitment to uplifting and supporting minority and small businesses, Somali-owned businesses. The reason I was actually a few minutes late, I just concluded a hearing on how the city could be a better partner to small and minority and women-owned businesses. And so to be here with several different organizations like Hoyo's Kitchen, Faye's Crepes, and the Yusufs is a real honor, and make sure that we continue to support these businesses. The Somali community contributes so much to the growth and the culture of Columbus, and that's why we are honored to be here to celebrate this. I said this is the first celebration of independence, but it will not be the last right here in Columbus City Council. Would you help me welcome our guest and partner in hosting this event, State Representative Dante Fitzgerald.
So this may be the only time I'm going to ask you to do something for me. Actually, it probably won't be, but for today, I need you all to make the loudest noise you can and raise your flags if you are so excited to be in the people's house. Raise your flags, make some noise. Let's clap it up. This is historic. Before I talk a little bit about why we're here, I do want to say a couple of things. About a year ago, I remember calling President Hardin and telling him, asking him, would you be a partner with me as we are creating what I believe is a lasting legacy as we uplift our Somali families and communities across Franklin County and the city of Columbus. And he absolutely said, yes, let's do it. How can I help? And here we are. A little bit over a year later, we are in City Council chambers as we are celebrating Somali Independence Day. Tomorrow, we're going to be across the street as we uplift the Somali flag at the State House. You can clap for that. I would not be here without each and every one of you. And in many cases, I've worked with many of the families in my district as we navigated unemployment, as we navigated making sure we had rental assistance, as we navigated ensuring that our families are taken care of in light of a ever-growing pandemic. And because of you, we are all here, all of us as elected officials, because we serve you, we work for you, we are uplifting you and your voices. And so tonight is not about any of us, it is about you. So give yourselves a round of applause. Ohio's vibrant and energetic Somali community has contributed significantly to the cultural fabric and demographic landscape of our state. That's why today we honor the history and the tradition and the heritage of Somali community and ensure Ohio is a safe and welcoming place for Somali families to call home. I want to give a thanks to the Somali Independence Day Committee. If you were a part of the committee that made this possible, could you please stand and be recognized today? If you were a part of it, stand up. If you helped send out a flyer, stand up. This was an organic moment. I am, as someone who represents probably one of the largest populations of Somali families in this state, knew that it was incumbent upon me that this was an organic movement, that this was driven by you. And we created the space, and you brought the passion and the history and the tradition. And I'm just really excited about today. I'm excited about the illumination of our city, because for the first time, we'll have a coordinated city-wide light up in light blue in commemoration of Somali Independence Day. That is a big deal, y'all. That's a big deal. And so, on behalf of the 25th House District and my colleagues in the State House, including the one and only Senator Herschel Craig, I do want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for shining your light. Thank you for allowing us to pay tribute to your community, to your culture, to your tradition. And I know that with you, a better Ohio is going to happen for all of us. And so with that, I want to introduce our next speaker. I want to make sure I get this right. We're going to play, actually, the Somali national anthem. And so with that, enjoy. Thank you all.
Thank you. I just want to make sure to acknowledge we have our elder senior who actually created the song. Alimere is here. Please give it. Actually, he's the one who created national anthem of Somalia. He's here. Will be actually. Other man.
Yeah.
English.
English.
هيست actors وغاب.
لكن ما صومالي ما قال. واي. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Probably I'll try and say about a few words in English first, since my English is, I don't know. As a matter of fact, I went to school in 1945. 1945, yes. Yeah. And after six months, I was promoted to a teacher because I knew many Somali words which the other teachers would not express in their sense meanings. Another thing I always mention when I come to have a group like this, I mention one or two, which spice, argument. The Somali language is almost the richest, if not one of the richest. Let's take Arabic, for instance. In Arabic, if you want to say, هنا, هناك, it goes only those two. هنا, yes, هنا, هناك. And in English, it's the same thing. Here, there, those two. But in Somali, we have halkan, halker, halko, halkas. More. Another thing, if you have a word in Somali that have so many meanings. Let us take, for instance, put. Say dig. Dig means put. In Somali, it means arch. Dig. One. Dig. Right. Dig. Teach. Quranka or dig. Teach. Dig. Sin. Make. Prepare. Qalinta iyo awrka isu dig. The Somali has so many words, so many, Somali is very rich in this way. We say Somalis, but Somali has a letter which probably is not found in the Arabic word. For instance, you can say, good, which means whole. Good. If you try and write in Arabic, how would you write good? How do you write? You write what? O. You say you write G-O, G. What? What do you want to write? Can you tell me how to write? Good. How can you write? Anybody tell me? No, you don't have. You cannot have. Yeah, no word. Because in Arabic, you don't have the letter O. You don't have O. Another letter you don't have in Arabic, but you have in Somali, is A. The E, English. A. Okay? That's why I always say Somali is very rich, but it's ignored, but it's, the people. Markaas haddaan ka leexdo waa xagga Soomaalida u leexdo luqadda Soomaalidu alxamdulilaahi rabbilcaalamiin oo kuwa aanu ku faanay ka mid tahay kuwaanu ku faano ee ka mid tahay waxaa kale oo jirta luqadda Soomaalidu xitaa waxaa jira ereyadee badan ee Soomaaliga ku jiro aan Carabida ku jirin oo marmarka qaarkood qalad baa lagu sameeyaado Soomaalidu markaa matalan magaca Ilaahay eebe yaa la yidhaha eebe marka haddii ay isdhaahaan ku qora Carabi ku qori kari maayaan laguma qori karo ama aabe waa inaad qortaa ama iibe waa inaad qortaa maxaa yeelay xarafka eeda ah ayaan luqada Carabida ugu jirin xarafka ooda la yidhaahdana kuma jiraysana marka sida aawadeed baa Soomaalidu qiimahaas ay u leedahay markaa ka imaado aan u soo leexdo Soomaalida heesta qaranka horta dad badan baa sheegta kii marka meel iska taago kii doona mabtuhda waa iska sheega laakiin waxay ku kala duwan yihiin midna in dooro ka yaqaanaa midna waxaa laga yaabaa inuu laba bayd ka yaqaano markaas Soomaalidu anigu waxaan u soo saaray marka ay salaadiinta iyo garaadada iyo ay yimaadaan iskuulkii sheekh oo aan macallin junior ahaa yaa waxaa loo qaadaa heesa Suudaaniya haya itwi falataya heesa caynkaas oo Suudaaniya ayaa loo qaadaa markaasaan maantida ma isiri oo horta dadkan salaadiintan iyo garaadadan iyo waxay marayaan waxaan garanayaan mid ay fahmayaan maadu samaysid markaas taas ay u kalaftay Soomaaliya toos inoo sameeyo waxaa dhacday Soomaaliya toos markii dambe inta dad badan iska qaatay yaa qof waliba inta doodo ku darsada ama uu doona ka dhiga inta soo qataa laakiin aniga taydu way qaablayd 7 baydun bay ahayd ay Soomaaliya toosay isku tiirsaday hadbakiina taagdaranay taageera weligiinay idinkaysu tooqaayo idinkaysu taamaye adamuu tacliin barayo waddankiisa taam yeelyey Soomaaliya toosoo isku tiirsaday hadbakiina taagdaranay taageera weligiinay tira ariyahoo dhaxala sideed laydin soo tubayo ninba 10 la meermarayo cadowgiin idin talinay Soomaaliya toosoo isku tiirsaday hadbakiina taagdaranay taageera weligiinay
ما شاء الله عليك thank you so much الله يخليك وسي عمرك هذا
بس شوية أنا عندي سبحان الله تيجي أنت كتر وحنا ما خرج مشكلة كذا يا thank you very much خير يا برا waxaan in yar baan doonayaa inaan ku daro oo calanka ku saabsan
He's going to add one more thing.
one word calanku imika wuu hagaagsan yahay kaas calankaas wuu hagaagsan yahay wuu fiican yahay laakiin Soomaalida in badan yaa noqon markuu qalad ka yahay marka kale hadduu sidaa yahay waa markuu sax yahay laakiin saas markaan idhaahdo sidaa markuu yahay waa qalad shantii ilig baa hoos u jeeda labana kor bay u jeedaan markaas weligiin ogaada markaas inuu qalad yahay markuu sax yahay waa marka laba hoos u jeedaan midna kor u jeedo intaasaan doonaynaa
Thank you, Ader Ma'an, and please welcome him. Ader Ma'an, thank you so much. Again, we're going to call Hafsa Ahmed to perform the beauty of Somalia. Hafsa. She's a young boat. Welcome.
Assalamu alaikum. Louder? Okay. I love where I come from. The tales and the stories are praiseworthy. My country and my people will forever live with every detail channeling through my veins. Channeling through my veins. Through never surrounding to the lustful power they desperately destroyed Somalia for. Afkahoya will secure our country. Afkahoya will secure our country and give it the justice Somalia deserves. Afkahoya is so humble, puts your heart at ease. I'll never forget my beautiful DNA, the beauty of being Somali. Every day our country grows, a beautiful plant relocated but can never be neglected. I envy those who felt the everyday surroundings of Somalia. I feel as I have been acquainted with Somalia. The stories made Somalia a bit familiar for me. Somalia is a place to feel at ease, the country of wanag, nabad, nim'a, and khair. The air will cure you, the water will clean you, and everyone had that natural glow being exposed to Somali's atmosphere. The sun that won't burn you, and my skin craves for, the people that won't hurt you, and the air that won't pollute you. The rain is so pure, it's like water from heaven. The land was stolen and our glory broken, but my country can never be forgotten. The nations of poets, they call it often. Our language is so rich, you can't possibly narrow it down to one word. Our metaphors will take your breath away and will grant you the exact feeling that will sway you away. The culture itself is welcoming and humbling. I can't possibly imagine being anything else. It is so beautiful that we have adjusted in a new country, but we would never let our country's flags and rituals die. We took Somali's blood with her and we carry it in our souls, never to forget that we play a huge part and role to restoring Somali's glory and returning home. The beauty of being Somali.
Thank you, Hafsa. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Again, I'm going to call City Council Ramy, who is going to award for organizations that really we're going to give the.
Thank you very much. I'd like to invite my colleague, Councilmember Favor, up as well. Join me up here. It is certainly a pleasure to have everyone here in the People's House. We are so glad that you are here to celebrate Independence Day of Somalia. Definitely want to thank the organizers that put this together today, and particularly Representative Gerald for his help in making sure this event took place. The Somali community has undertaken great entrepreneurial spirit, not only to create economic opportunities for Columbus, but also to strengthen the cultural fabric. We were pleased to help sponsor the Gateways for Growth study, and if you go to newamericaeconomy.org, you can see the contributions, the economic contributions that this community and all of our New American refugee and immigrant community has made to the vibrancy of Columbus, Ohio. After a tough year with COVID-19, the pandemic, it is so great to be here this evening. We have overcome so much, all of us together. So on behalf of Columbus City Council, my colleagues, as you saw, Council President Hardin and Councilmember Favor here this evening, we have created this resolution to celebrate the Independence Day of Somalia here in the city of Columbus And so proud to present these. I am going to ask Burhan for his assistance as he calls up the people that we need to make sure that.
I'm going to call our helpers representation. And I'm going to call also Somali Youth Foundations. Yeah, the one, this one. We're going to call also, we're going to call, next one will be Somali International Cup, Fuad Ali. And last, Somali Association, Hassan Omar. And we're gonna make it. You can take that one. That's the one we made it. Again, I'm gonna take it. The last one will be the Center for Somali American Engagement. I will take mine as well. Again, I'm gonna put a council member, and again.
We want to thank you all so much for coming this evening. It is such an honor to be here, and I cannot wait for many, 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 many more of these throughout the year. So again, congratulations, and we're happy to be here to help celebrate.
Again, I'm gonna call, sorry, I missed one of them, Somali Chambers here.
I do want to I just want to recognize Representative Lightbody, who's sitting back in the chamber. So thank you for coming this evening. Our state representatives and senators in the House this evening.
Again, thank you for your. I'm going to call State Representative Gerald Herr will be coming. Yeah, he's going to award it as well.
So I'm gonna be extremely quick because dusk is upon us, y'all. Y'all ready for the lights outside? Clap it up. Y'all ready for the lights outside? So I actually want to bring up my senator, our senator, Senator Herschel Craig. He also has a commendation. So it's important for me when I was as a state rep, and also as Senator Craig knows, we have in our offices the opportunity to also provide commendations to organizations and individuals who have contributed to many achievements. And tonight is to our Somali community. And so I'm really excited on behalf of the 25th House District in the state of Ohio to award a number of organizations and communities that have done some amazing work. What I want to do in lieu of the process, right, is we're going to give everyone their certificate, and then at the end, we're going to do a big photo outside. Is all the camera folks good with that? Are you all good with that? Okay, perfect. So it makes it a little bit easier to flow through, and then at the end, we'll take a big picture with everybody, and I'm really excited to award these individuals. So I also want to say, if I say your name wrong, but actually I'm going to have Burhan come back and say the names, because I don't want nobody to get on me because I said it wrong, right? But I'm going to start with the organizations first, and then I'm going to have Burhan announce the individuals that are being awarded tonight. So I also want to give an acknowledgement to the Somali Youth Foundation, Somali Community, oh, you can come on up, come on around, the Somali Community Association of Ohio, the Ohio International Spring Cup, our helpers, the Somali American Chamber of Commerce, and the Center for Somali American Engagement. Would you give an applause to all those organizations? And I'll allow Burhan to say the names of the individuals themselves. I will have your accommodation for you at the end, and then again, we'll take a big picture outside. Thank y'all.
Inshallah, and I'm going to name it those who really put the effort for this event possible, make them possible. I'm going to call Lul B. Ahmed, I'm going to call it Shia TV. He's doing TV. We're going to keep him. Safia Y. Jama' Tusma. Amran Ahmed. Our senior alim mirror, the founders of the song. Ismail Muhammad, Kauthar H. Musa, Zona Production, Dekasona Production, Abdul Saeed Ali, those are the individuals.
So real quick, again, I want to congratulate everybody. We want to give you your accommodations at the end. We'll take a big picture. I also have a accommodation for Hassan Omar as well, so give him a round of applause. So, but I'm going to call up our Senator Herschel Craig to say a few words, and then we'll keep on with our program. Thank you all.
Let me just take a few minutes. Would you all honor Representative Gerald for this meeting tonight? He's done a fantastic job.
Thank you, thank you.
Certainly want to thank Burhan and all of you. What an honor and privilege. I am so humbled to be here tonight. Many of you know me. I've been with you many times over the years. But I just think about the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., so appropriate tonight. We're all caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, a single garment of destiny. What affects one directly affects all indirectly. I can never be all that I ought to be until you what you ought to be. What a great night it is tonight to celebrate Somali independence. We honor you tonight. Thank you for the honor and privilege of being with you. I am excited.
Yes, thank you.
This is from the 15th Senate District. This is my district downtown and also the Somali community. Honored to serve you.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Greg. Thank you so much. He's been done so much our community. Thank you. One applause for him again, please. He's a great guy. Again, I'm gonna call him keynote speaker for the event. Wonderful young man, Abubakar Osman Abubakar. He is the Somali representative of the United Nations. Please welcome him, please.
Assalamu alaikum. It's really a great honor for me to stand at this chamber. It's a very important chamber in the city of Columbus. And as one of the oldest Somalis that came to this city, it really has a special significance for me and for the Somali community in general. And I also want to thank Brother Burhan for introducing me like a young man. That gives me, you know, having said that, I think this is a very important event. This is the 61st anniversary of the Somali independence. And for many of us, this means like a change from being colonized and being and becoming independent. And Somalia has produced during its independence many events. And as I've learning, still learning, Somalia was a very important a country in the continent of Africa. Somalia was the original founders of the African Union, what used to be called OAU, African Organization. Somalia is also was part of, as soon as they joined the security, the United Nations, we became independent July 1st, and Somalia became part of the United Nations in September 17 of 1960, a few months later. And in a couple of weeks after that, Somalia was in charge and leading the an organization within the UN that was fighting for the freedom of all the countries that had been colonized. And for us, we use our independence to enhance not only the Somalis, but also in the African continent in general, and took a part. Many of us that my age or older were here. I see few people in this chamber today. We remember in 1974, when the African Union had their meeting in Mogadishu, that was the agenda was Angola, Mozambique, Rhodesia, or now it's called Zimbabwe, and Southwest Africa, now it's called Namibia. And Somalia has succeeded in that 1974 to unite the African countries to fight for the independence of those countries, and including also Equatorial Guinea. And I'm learning this while I'm working at the UN the last 4 years. It gives me an opportunity to go into the files. And when I see like the representatives from those countries come to me and thanking me for being a support for their independence and for their fight for their independence. And I remember also being also part of the civil rights in the United States. Because I remember Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and coming to Somalia, and with him was somebody was also from Boston. I think his name was Robertson. They came, and then they feeling that Somalia was always in support of even the civil rights. So that's why you see when the Somalis came to Columbus, Ohio, they become part and fabric of the city. So for them, it was, we are very grateful for our brothers and sisters that are from African American community that have fought the civil rights. So that gives us the opportunity to even advance our businesses and our being part of this thing. So we believe this recognition that the Somalis are recognized to be in the celebration of the 61st anniversary of its independence in this chamber gives me a hope that the Somalis are here. Many of us were dreaming to go back to Somalia, but we realize as soon as you come to this country, that dream will fade slowly and slowly, and then we see our next generations that are becoming part and parcel of the United States. I want to thank the organizers of this event, and I also want to thank the City Council in general, and the politicians, the senator, the state representative that are really putting a lot of effort to recognize at least the presidents of the Somalis. The Somalis in Columbus, Ohio, are the second largest, as someone mentioned earlier, second largest Somali community in North America. And that is something that we have to recognize and to make them a part and parcel of this. The only thing that we are still hoping is to see also the politicians engage our youngsters to become also part and parcel of the politics of the city. And I believe they can contribute a lot of the next generation, first generation, and the second generation of the Somalis. I want to thank the organizers, and I don't want to take time, but I'm really glad and I'm excited. Today I'm a little bit even emotional to see this event that took place in this chamber, which is really a great honor for all the Somalis and recognizing the Somali. And I'm really very happy to see also a lot of Somali youngsters that are wearing their traditional clothes and traditional flag, the Somali flag. That gives me hope that we are united here, and we are united to be part and parcel of the United States of America. I thank you again.
Thank you, Abubakar. Thank you so much for coming your time and giving us, we appreciate it. Thank you, Abubakar. He's amazing Somali representation in the United Nations. I want to acknowledge today one of the greatest entrepreneurship in the city of Columbus who created a lot of stuff in our city, Hoya Kitchen. They're here. And I want to welcome Hoya Kitchen. Muhammad Hassan will be here speaking.
Assalamu alaikum. Sheikh Haji, Representatives Jarrell and Osman, council members, Council President Hardin, and distinguished guests. And I see a bunch of my cousins up here too. My name is Mohammed Hassan, and I'm one of the owners of Hoya's Kitchen, a Somali restaurant that my family started 7 years ago on the north side of Columbus, and which has now grown to 3 locations across the Columbus area. In partnership with the historic North Market, we have the honor of being the first Somali restaurant to be operating in the downtown Columbus area. And we are moving into our new location next month in Dublin. I wanted to single out a friend of mine who's here tonight. He's the CEO of the North Market, Rick Harrison Wolf. He's over there right now. Give him a shout out. It's people like him who recognize talent and who pass down the ladder to people like us, so we can carry it on. I feel very honored and privileged to be introducing Somali cuisine to a demographic that otherwise might not have access to it. We all know food bridges cultural divides, and in this day and age, that's more important than ever. We are here to commemorate Somali Independence Day and the accomplishments the Somali community has attained since making Columbus our home. We are a nomadic people. We believe in strong family ties and hard work. These are not only Somali values, but these are American values. I often wonder why our parents chose Columbus, of all places. I would have thought a warmer climate might have been more agreeable, but I can't be more happy to call Columbus home. You can hardly drive a block in the city now without seeing the footprint of Somalia, whether it's a mural on the Graduate Hotel building or all of the mom and pop stores on Morse Road. I look around Columbus now and I see it growing and evolving into a fast-moving metropolis. Every day a new work is being put up, new skyrises, new condos. And I look into this crowd tonight and I see the current leaders of the city and I see the future leaders of the city. And I hope the one thing that we can take from tonight is, what do the next 10 years look like? And what we as Somalis can do to do our part. I want to thank you guys for inviting me here tonight. I don't often get to wear a suit. I'm always wearing an apron, but I really do appreciate it. And Somalia Hanoloto.
Thank you, Muhammad. He's an amazing young guy. You see him, young guy, put in the city. It's amazing. Thank you so much. I want to acknowledge also the young lady who's here tonight Fayouz Abdi for his creative entrepreneurship in this city, especially Eastern Mall. Welcome.
Assalamu alaikum. I really don't talk, so very, very shy. First, I want to say happy Somali Independence Day to everyone. Thank you to Burhan. And Somali people are very proud people. I'm very honored to start my business at Yasalam in Benadim Mall, starting with Malawah and took it to Polaris. And now, alhamdulillah, we're going to Eastern. I'm honored to be the first Somali person be in Eastern Mall and of course in Polaris and going to New Albany. So alhamdulillah, for those who don't know, I do crepes, which is malawah. We do a savory sweet, we do waffles. So alhamdulillah, again, thank you so much. I wouldn't do this without the support of my community. Somali hanolato.
Inshallah, and time is very crucial for us. And the city, as you know, will be very crucial. I'm gonna call Sophia Jama for here. Sophia. Also, I just want to acknowledge there will be Somali Independence Day Saturday at Ennis Park. So please show up and support because we all need to celebrate that day as well. It's Saturday. And also tomorrow, there's the flags here, you see, those youngers holding. It's Saturday, inshallah, will be the Ennis Park. Please come and support. There's a lot of food, there's a lot of actions. But also tomorrow we have Somali Flag Day at the State House, inshallah. Again, Tusmas Day, is it Juba Yara is here, Juba? Juba Tusma, we move on. So I'm gonna call, again, I'm gonna call one of our seniors, Abduwahid, or somebody's here? Abduwahid? If it's not Abduwahid here, then we're gonna call other Sheikh is here, I think. Safi is here? Safia, she's a singer, she's here.
السلام عليكم إن آديات بندين سلام يا إن وح إلهي مهندية إن ينمانتا هل كانوا نمي مالنتني مالنتان مدوني مالنتي دلكينا دبو هانتني مالنتي يوروبيانكا صوماليا إيه صومالي لامبا أي ما دركتي كحروبين dadka dhulkan ku dhashay marka laga hadlayo xorriyadda caruuraha ku koray halkan waxaan ka hadlaynaa ma garanayaan adduunyada dadkani way qoreen inagu laakiin sidii wax u dhaceen waxuma sheegno sidaan inagu wax iskugu samaynaa wax u sheegnaa laakiin sidii ay wax u dhaceen before kowda luulyo 1960 ma sheegno dad badan ayaa u dhintay dad baa u soo dagaalamay dad baa naftoodii u waayay dad baa iyagoo og inaanay aroorta soo kacaynin habeenkii u seexday si calankaasi loo suro United Nations adduunyada waxa uu daran markaad dalkaagii ku noosheed xorriyad lahayn markaanad madaxweyne ka noqon karin markaanad waxba ka qabsan karin adigoo dalkaagii jooga meeshii Ilaahay kugu abuuray xorriyadda aan haysano aynu maanta u dabaaldegayno dad badan baa godka u galay dhayal kuma iman markuu hubiyay Soomaali oo wada haliilaysa hiba nooma siinina dirqay kaga holeedeen Yurubiyanka xoog baan kaga saarnay namay siinin waan u dhimanay waan u dagaalanay waan u soo jeednay dhowr iyo 10 qof bay ka bilaabantay ilaa dadkoo dhan ay gaadhay Yurubiyanku iska may jooginuun beeraha may qodanayn aayaru may joogin dadka intay rabaana way gaaleynayeen intay rabaana way dilayeen waa Faransiiska waa Ingiriiska waa Talyaaniga labadii dal ay noogu dhawaayeen madoobaana lugtay noo qabteen Soomaali haddaanay dad aad u nasiib badan baan nahay dad aad u nasiib badan baan nahay waxaa la yidhi sidaad u jabto sidaad u kufto maahay waa sidaad u kacdo adhaxdaan ka jabnay laba qarqar baan noqonnay waan soo gurguuranay waan soo soconnay shafkaan ku soo soconnay innagoo ilkaha ku sidana ubadka uu jeebkeennu maran yahay ayaynu nimid adduunyada daafaheedoo dhan baynu tegnay laakiin innagu nasiib wanaag oo haayo Columbus baa nimid alxamdulilah waan ku nabad qabnaa laakiin waxaa farxad gooni ah inaan ognahay inaan Soomaali nahay inaan ognahay inaan dal leenahay inaan calan leenahay inuu calankeenii inala socdo oo caawa oo haayo laga taagayo oo Columbus oo dhan caawa blue tahay taasi waa farxad inoo gaara oon dheernahay dadka qaxootiyada ah ee dalkan jooga qaxooti walba maalin uu xorriyad qaatay buu leeyahay laakiin qaxooti dawladdu u soo baxdo calankooda laga taago nalka blue looga dhigo kalarkooda looga dhigo horteen ma jiro dadku markay baxaan ay dalkooda ka qaxaan ay jabaan dadkay u tagaan waxay Soomaalidu tiraa meel lagu ilaayahay haddaad tagto ilbaa la iska ridaa waxay ka dhigan tahay meeshaad tagto unbaa loo ekaadaa laakiin inagu labadii indhoodba waan qabnaa mar haddaynu caawa kawdi luuliya u taagannahay soo maaha aad baad u mahadsantihiin calankiina ku dheganaada wadaninimada waa loo dhashaa lama sameeyo wadaninimada waa loo dhashaa ma liidaya dadka madow ee dhulkan ku nool laakiin inagu waxaan kaga gubsannahay qaxootiyada Mareykanka la keenay inaynu inagu nahay dad muwaadiniina oo iyagu oo American citizen oo America maanta haddii America la soo weeraro I think dadka frontiga galay dagaalka ugu horeeya dalkan difaacay inaga noqonayaan haddana Keenina wali waan sidanaa dhaqankiina ku dheganaada calankiina ku dheganaada dalkeenii xasuusnaada aad baad u mahadsantihiin waan idin mahadcelinayaa
Thank you, Tisma. We're going to push faster. I just want to add Sheikh, one of our senior elder here, just say a few words. There, Sheikh, he's one of our elderly here, the seniors.
بسم الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته marka ugu horeyso waxaan u mahadnaqayaa raggii noo soo qaqaabiyay gabdhiyo wiilbo xafladan quruxda badan ee caawaan isugu nimid oo aynu ku xuseyno Soomaaliya independent aad iyo aad ayaan ugu mahadnaqayaa dadkii soo qaqaabiyay mar labaad waxaan u mahadnaqayaa city councilka oo noogu deeqay iyo mayorka magaalada Columbus oo noogu deeqay hoolkan quruxda badan aad baan ugu mahadnaqayaa oo caawa lagu xusiyo calankii Soomaaliya intaas waa mahadnaqi markaan u guda galo wixii aan rabay inaan ka sheekeeyo horta sideedaba Soomaaliya koonfurta markaan anigu koonfurtan ku dhashay koonfurtan ka soo jeedaa koonfurtan aqaanaa weliba waxaan ku soo koray dhulkii isticmaalka uu ku habsaday gobollada Soomaaliya 6 bay ahaayeen 6da gobol qaar baa administrationkii dadkii waxa kumiyay bas ay joogeen oo aan Talyaani joogin laakiin dhulka Talyaaniga uu ku habsaday waa dhulka Shabeellada Dhexe iyo Kismaayo inta u dhaxayso aad iyo aad halkaas Talyaanigu asad iyo beerow ku lahaay Talyaani fara badan baa joogay oo dadka shaqaalaha isticmaalsanayay ninka Talyaaniga waxaan soo gaaray aniga 54 oo aan xusuustaa inkastoo Talyaanigii dambe noo yimid uusan ahayn Talyaanigii hore fashiistada laakiin kullaba qaar baa soo raacay ama kuwii hore ayaa wali joogay oo wali fashiistanimadii iyo ninka madow inuu yahay daanyeer haystagu waxaan xusuustaa nin mursaliini la yiraahdo oo horseedkii leegada ahaay oo habeen dirisoonaha leegada maalin habeenka hadda ayaa laysugu imaan jiray heesas baa loo tiri jiray xorriyadda dadka oo dhan ma wada ahayn dadku 3 qaybood ayuu ahay qayb reer miyi oo xoolahooda dhaqato oo runtii aan mataqaanaa dareenkaas aan si fiican u fahmin iyo qayb baro talyaani oo talyaaniga la jiray baro talyaaniga la dhihi jiray waa kuwa talyaaniga raacsan afka talyaaniga baro talyaani lagu yiraahdaa qaybtaas oo ayagana aad iyo aad xisbiye ka koobnay xisbiyadaas oo dhammaay ilaa 10 iyo Israa'iil ayaa baratamiyay marka ninka Mussolini kelmadii uu habeenkaas yiri baan soo xusiistaa asagaa loogu magac daray Mussolini waa ninkii fashistiga ugu weynaa talyaaniga waqtigii 35 isticmaalka weyn oo nageliyay oo dadka beeraha ku falanayay wuxuu yiri Mussolini nin madow maskiin Mussolini yaa yiri nin madow maskiin waaye Mussolini nin madow maskiin ma aha oo maantaan xorriyaddii aan helnay ogow waxa kale intuu yiri billaahan ku dhaartay bandiirad helnaa baanka noo furan yahay wuxuu yiri xakiimkan ku dhaartay xorriyad helnaa ninbaa xeeladiisa ku xogsaya ninbaa farayaamo aaday ninbaa macallin noqday ninbaa dhakhtar noqday ninbaa injineer noqday ninbaa kuwa wadada dhisan noqday ninbaa xeeladiisa ku xogsaya marka horta xornimadii halkaasaa loo soo maray dad badan baa u dhintay god ugu jiro dad badan baa xoolahoodii ku bixiyay aniga habeenkii xorriyadda la qaadanayay Kismaayaan joogay waxaan xusiistaa indhahayga qabteen talyaaniga habeenkaas dhinacaas badda xigta ayuu saftay annagana dhinaca kale inta ambulatoriyada xigtaan safarnay habeenkaas Soomaalida waxay ku heesiyeen calankii dhalayay cawima caruurtayna haynoo dhaxashay cawima waxaynu sugaynay talyaaniga jaw baa la yidhahdaa waxaynu sugaynay jaw waxaynu u safraynay jaw ninkii sabar qaataa sadkiisoo helaa horta sidaasaa gabar iyo wiil Kismaayo wixii jooga habeenkaas aad iyo aad yaa loogu farxay dadkuna fariya faraanti bay ahaayeen xisbiyadii gumaysiga doonayay markaas ma doonin runtii laakiin qaab ayay ayaguna u wateen oo talyaaniga ayay la jireen in xorriyadda la dheereeyo 30 sano laga dhigay rabeen annaguna waxaan rabnay talyaanigan waa nacnay gumaysiga inaan ka baxno Israa'iil 10 sano ayay rabtay oo naloo dhiibay 4 power ay loo dhiibay inayna maamulaan waa mahadsantihiin hoosta warqad laga soo gashay taariikh badan baan ka hadli lahay laakiin aad baad u mahadsantihiin waqtigaan ugu yar nin walba ha ogaado nin walba meeshuu ka soo gaaray ayuu wax ka qabtay marka waxaan leeyahay qolo ilaa 43 ilaa 60 bay keeneen qolana 60 bay ka qaadeen ilaa waxay keeneen 69 niman kale oo askar la yiraahdo wixii aan soo tabcayn oo dhan hilfaha u qaadayna waa qabsadeen ayagana waxay keeneen ilaa 2000kii waxaan leeyahay 90kii marka 90kii ka bacdina waxa hay'ada dhacday ilaa hadda weli ma degano mar waa dhace mar waa ku fiin marka maasantiin ku soo dhawaada walaalayaal.
Thank you, Ibrahim Sheikh. Thank you so much. He was given the history of Somalia. He was witness colonial time. Thank you so much. Again, we're gonna call. I think people get bored, so we're gonna play music, okay? Until people dancing coming. Go ahead, Ismail. So actually, there will be a group of people dancing the culture.
Thank you. Aad bay u mahadsan yihiin dhalinyarada dhaantada. Thank you so much to everyone. Marka waxaan rabaa insha Allah inaan aad ugu mahad celiyo walaalkeen Armaanta. aad iyo aad walaalyadan media naga socda aad iyo aad baan u mahad celinaya deeqosoona walaalkeen Shaaciyo walaalkeen Dalmar walaalkeen Jeyte kulligood aad baan ugu mahad celinayaa ee teamkeena soo qaabiyay aad baan ugu mahad celinayaa runtii farxad bay noo tahay markii ugu horeysay city council lagu qabtay mahad celin dabaaldeg 61aad sanad guuridii sanadka marka waxa aad iyo aad loogu farxo waaye waxaan rabaa inaan ku soo dhaweeyo insha Allah Raxmo hadallayar aydan dhihi doonta oo insha Allah xafladeena soo afjari doonta waxa codsanayna everyone lights-ka waa la daaray marka fadlan qof kasta waxa ku codsanayna markuu hadalka xirmado banaanka in loo baxo magaalada dhanba blue ka dhigaynaa calanka Soomaaliya mahad celintooda layrarka building-kan blue way noqon doonaan insha Allah bridge-ka blue laga dhigi doonaa insha Allah downtown-ka nationwide building-ka blue waaye eastern blue waaye magaalada dhan layrarka blue ka dhigaynaa marka saa ugu dabaaldegno dhaqankeena marka aad baan ugu mahad celinayaa Dontavious Gerald oo xildhibaankeena degmada 25 iyo teamka dhan ka soo shaqeeya xafladan aad baan ugu mahad celinaynaa insha Allah Raxmaan ku xijinaya oo laba hadal dhaay soo afjaraysa insha Allah aad maasantiin
Hello? Mani bakit kra? Can y'all hear me? Hello, assalamu alaikum. My name is Rahma Abdullahi. I'm a student at Ohio State University, a software developer at Nationwide Insurance, and a proud Somali community member. I just want to real quick thank everyone for coming here to celebrate this wonderful occasion and emphasize the importance of community. And I also wanted to quickly thank Representative Dontavious Gerald for help making all this happen and the Somali committee. So being a part of a good, engaging community is an integral aspect in one's life. It enables us to have support, to grow, and shape us. It unites us and gives us a sense of belonging, and it empowers us and helps us identify with who we are. I wake up every day thinking, I'm so thankful to be Somali and have such a beautiful community, but I also can't help but have a sense of sadness. Sadness because I want better for us. Sadness because I'm longing for us to work together better. I yearn for the youth to be more involved, for more programs to be created, more talent being highlighted, and more everything, really. I want more for us, and I expect more from us. I want us to help close the diversity gaps in our fields, put more people of color in leadership positions. So to be able to do that, we need to help one another grow and reach our full potential. Because like Helen Keller said, alone we do so little, but together we can do so much. So thank you all again. Somalia Hanolato!
So, Marka, one last announcement. So, we're all going to step outside. The lights at City Hall will be blue in commemoration for the Somali Independence Day. Easton will be lit blue as well. We have Nationwide Arena that'll be lit blue as well. So, we're all going to step outside now. Thank you, everyone. Somalia Hanolato Addo Masti Kullihim. Jazakallahu khairan.